makes me feel so bad about myself.
Really? That's
Like
such a
really
shame.
bad about myself. It's horrible. Like to the point where I put off making a short for like 4 hours. Somebody's talking to my bird, and I'm worried I'm going to lose my
Your
bird,
gal.
my gal, my chick, my. Today we're talking about envy and jealousy. Enjoy.
And you've got a difficult walk here. Oh, the camera rocks.
Whoa.
That's going to add a little fun little effect.
Let's do a little pan around. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
did you see that?
I did.
That was really good.
That was so
It was
good.
so good.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about envy and jealousy. I don't know which camera to look at, but I'm going to look straight at the one in front of me. So, when was the last time you felt envious of someone else or something they had? And when was the last time you felt jealous? Like someone was going to take something you have. We'll answer them at the end, won't we?
Yes,
We normally do. If you haven't answered those questions, please comment below. We'd love to hear them. So, Will, do you know the difference between envy and jealousy?
I do, because you explained to me when we were off camera.
So you were prepared?
Yes. Envy.
Yes.
Well, let's test if I was listening.
Yeah, let's.
Envy is...
No, wrong.
Envy is when you are... You want something that somebody else has,
Yep.
like they've got a really nice car and you really want that car, and you hate them because they've got the nice car and you don't.
Yep.
Jealousy is when I'm trying to come up with an example that's not the one that you gave me, but it was very good, so I'm going to steal it.
Do it.
Is when somebody's talking to my bird, and I'm worried I'm going to lose my
Your
bird,
gal.
my gal, my chick,
Ooh,
my.
You're suddenly from the movie Grease. The musical Grease.
Yes.
The way you're talking.
Grease lightning. It is the shoulders. It was very much dancing with the shoulders back then.
Yeah, John Travolta.
Yeah, and then it moved down to the hips.
That's where it should have stayed.
And well, then it's sort of
Those hips don't lie.
isn't it? It's like lads.
Lads, indeed.
Yes. So yeah, envy is just somebody taking something that you already have, and you be jealous of somebody trying to pursue that.
Yeah, absolutely. So jealousy is fear of losing something you already have. Envy is, wanting something someone else has. So we're going to jump into both pools. We're going to loop them together. We're going to have fun. Correct.
That's an example of fun.
We've exampled fun. Now we're going to example seriousness. I can't do it. You can do it so well. So, Will.
Do you know why I can do it so well? You know why I can be so serious?
What's that?
Because I noticed that top comedians, when they're on stage, like I wanted to be liked, right, growing up. So I wanted to be funny. And
Okay.
I noticed that top comedians were able to deliver their jokes without laughing. So I just focused on being super serious all the time. So it's very difficult. Like when I'm cracked and I'm gone. But if I'm not coming from having a laughing fit, I'm usually good at just...
So you focused on the serious element, but not the funny element?
Yes. That was it. That was the problem.
Thank you. I thought that was quite funny.
I do now default to that, though, which
Serious.
is a bit of a problem, because as you noticed on Sunday,
Yes.
you were cracking joke after joke after joke, and I literally forgot to tell my body that I needed to laugh.
But they were hilarious jokes. I was really inside. I went home and journaled that Will didn't laugh at my jokes.
I'm sorry about that.
You should be. I was very hurt. But anyway, on with the show.
On with the show.
On with the show.
We should make this like one day. You know, like Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Like we should make it like that one day. I reckon.
Okay.
And like have camera
Like
crews,
a talk show.
live studio audience. Be good. That way we're making money on both sides. We're making money while filming it, and we're making money.
We
on
could
that.
have the live going at the same time. We could answer comments from the live.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have a live studio audience, though, so you've got to respect their time.
No, we don't need to respect them.
No? Okay.
Why would you respect anyone that's come to watch us?
Meet and greet afterwards, or I get paid bank and you do it for free.
Yeah, I'll just go talk with all the wonderful people that wanted to come watch us. And first question I'll ask is, why? And they'll go, well, William's quite possibly the best and most hilarious person I've ever met. You, on the other hand, are lousy.
I doubt that's the comment you'd get.
But yeah, envy.
What are the words, man? It's probably more like...
What's bro looking at the ceiling for?
Literally, when's bro gonna marry his ceiling?
I'm surprised bro
get
hasn't
that
got
one.
whiplash 24/7. Yeah.
Shall we get back onto
We
jealousy?
should. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Ooh,
What a good quote
that is a great one. Who's that by? Do you have it there?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Mm.
I've learned because we used it a lot in the early days. The early days.
Back in the day.
We did. So let's talk about envy. Obviously, we are going to answer when was the last time we felt envious at the end, but let's give some scenarios of envy and the role it plays in our life. So, for instance, I've travelled a lot around the world. I envy people that can speak another language.
I also am envious of people who can speak another language. I'd love to speak Spanish better. That's my language.
Me too. Yeah.
And I watched a video actually the other day. White guy, ginger guy, right? And he just works with another big YouTuber called Weaponised. And they went to Vietnam. He can speak Vietnamese.
That's cool.
A white ginger bloke, and he was just going up to people and was just talking to them. He's like, but he's not like placed there for the video. He works there all, like with the guy the whole time, and it's like you just know Vietnamese. Like that's not a language you learn. That's not a common language. You don't have Vietnamese in school, do you? It's French and Spanish and German, maybe if you're lucky, and Latin. Because all the people that speak Latin in the world.
Yeah, well, it's normally people like that have learnt it from their parents or somewhere.
But he's white and ginger. There's no way his parents are Vietnamese. It's weird. No, it's very strange.
It is weird, isn't it? But so we can have loads of different cues that make us feel sort of envious of people. We've got social, business, and sort of relationship-wise, as we can envy spans across all elements of life. And I think it boils down into like two main types of envy. So you've got like benign envy, so rooted in like aspiration, admiration for someone. So if I see you succeed, it motivates me to work harder. I don't see it as something
Will succeeded, I must give up.
Exactly, yes. It's something that inspires me to want to do more. I think that if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. And studies on the Van de Ven Al 2019 Motivation and Emotional Journal showed this kind of envy can actually increase effort and performance. So, Will, regarding envy,
yes,
have you ever been envious to the point where it's given you motivation?
All the time, every day.
Talk to me about it.
Mr. Beast.
Okay. Who is Mr. Beast?
Biggest, best guy in the world.
You'll have to expand.
Most,
because I'm sure some Americans are like, that's Trump.
No, Mr. Beast is better than everybody at the social media game. He just is. Like, watch retention is insane, like 80% on a half an hour long form.
Wow.
Click-through rate of like 50%. Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Do you think that's just because his name carries so much clout?
No, because he's got himself there. You don't get yourself there. But
okay.
like everyone forgets with like content, it's like you make the content first and the viewers have that content to watch. It's like it's not the reverse. Everyone thinks, oh, if I had 1 million subs, I'd be able to get views. It's like, no, you wouldn't, because that's not how it works. Yeah. The way it works is you make insane content and people click it. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you've got. So the fact he's able to keep everything up that he's doing, that is just absolutely no. I think maybe because I'm in the world, I maybe value it even more. But like, I just understand how much effort. Even now, I still feel like I'm grasping at straws compared to what he does.
But that's it. You said you understand the work that it takes. You're looking, although you are envious, you understand the work that it takes. So you can have a bit more respect for it almost.
Absolutely. But it's just his schedule is insane. He's on like 3 flights a day somewhere. Because he has to go to the Egyptian pyramids to film for one video. Then he's going to China to go and look at the Great Wall of China. And then he's going to, I don't know, Paris because he's filming another video. Then he's got to fly back to Connecticut, I think is where he's based, because he's locked a couple who are broken up in a room for a month. And if they win, then they get to split $250,000. And then he's going to another warehouse where he's filming another Squid Games version. And then he's doing, all of this is going simultaneously so he can release them on a schedule.
He's pretty much throwing money away, isn't he? Like, he's just not throwing money away, but he's actively engaging with people through his money. So he's reinvesting back into content.
Yeah, so he's famously said, like, he doesn't have any money for himself. Everything is just reinvested. Right from the start, it's just been any money that he makes from YouTube automatically reinvested into it. And obviously now he's looking at millions of pounds or millions of dollars per video, not just in giveaway, but in editors, in production, in building sets, in CGI, in flights to and from, making sure that he can pay expenses of everyone who comes, like guests that come. yeah, just absolutely mental. But I want to be able to operate on that level. I'm not there yet, but that's what keeps pushing me to go and...
So do you think envy, when we're talking about sort of benign envy, do you think that's rooted in respect as well? So you're going to be envious of people you respect. You're not going to be envious of people you necessarily don't respect.
Yeah. It's what you want to do. And therefore, like, if you can't respect the best at the thing that you're trying to get good at, like, who are you? You're in no position to criticize because you're not doing the things that they're doing.
Do you think envy can be a useful fuel, or rather do you think envy is a sustainable fuel to achieve your goals? Because when I think about envy, it can sometimes be long lasting. You know, I really look at the way someone lives and the people they have surrounding them in the area of the world they live in. I'm like, wow, like that would be incredible. You know, I'd love to live in those sort of environments or have that sort of opportunity in front of me. But sometimes I think, oh wow, I'd really love to have that. Anyway, you know, but it's not rooted in jealousy or wanting something else because it's going to detract from my life or add value in it. I'm just like, oh, that'd be really cool to have, but then it dismisses. So do you think envy is a consistent motivator, or should it be used as a consistent motivator?
I use it as a consistent motivator.
Okay.
But I completely see the side of like, oh, I really want that person has, but I'm just going to carry on with my life. Like, because it's also so much of it is, okay, but what am I willing to spend my time on? Because you can only be great at maybe one thing in your life. That's it. You don't have time for anything else. Like, especially if you're like me and you're just operating with like an average brain. It's like you can't do something great unless it's got all your focus. And I think that's probably relatable for everyone. Like, because if you look at how many things you're doing, it's like if I'm doing tennis, I'm learning how to play guitar, and I'm learning how to make the best entertainment videos possible. It's like, well, imagine if I just didn't put any time towards two of them, then I could just do the other one really well.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. You can niche down on one thing and you can give it your whole energy, but then you're gonna have sacrifices elsewhere in your life. So it's very much you need to ask the question of what you're willing to sacrifice. This is something we often touch on.
What are you willing to suck at?
Yeah, this is it. Absolutely. What are you willing to be bad at because it's been left to the wayside?
Yeah.
Or ultimately, what are you willing to suck at for the sake of getting better and better? You know? Speaking of Huel...
Oh, yes. If you like Huel or you've never tried Huel, you can go to our link in the description and get money off your first order. My favourite flavour is berry or salted caramel, which is the same as Stephen Bartlett from Diary of a CEO. Yours is chocolate, but we don't give you much time of day. So go down, click the link in the description, and you will get money off your first Huel order.
So yeah, you've got envy, which is benign, so rooted in admiration and aspiration, so wanting to achieve. Again, for me, that comes across in ways of, I've travelled to a lot of places, but I see places that other people have travelled and go, wow, like, that would be incredible to travel to. I have a lot of envy, wishing what other people have when it comes to relationships as well. You know, so I see that you and Soph have a real successful relationship. You've got this flat, you're looking to buy a house, and I'm like, wow, like, I would love that for myself because I see the happiness.
Do you want to buy a house with someone?
I think if I had the ability to still be flexible and move around, then yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Good to know.
But I'd need a solid base. This is it. I'd need somewhere to sort of...
So you'd buy the house in Cornwall.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Within like 15 miles of me and Soph.
So we can work and then...
Yeah.
We can...
Or 15 miles away from Exeter, because I'm thinking I'm going to buy a warehouse in Exeter.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I need city access. If I need to fly people over from like London to be in a video and I've got my warehouse, it's just really easy for them to go Gatwick to Exeter.
Yeah.
Or they could do London.
Well, this is it. Then would have the base there. And then I'd be able to get up and go wherever I wanted because I'd have that base there. But yeah, absolutely. So I do have envy of sort of relationships and what people have in that regard. And I see it as a good inspiration, as I know I want it someday. Maybe sooner rather than later now as time goes on, which is interesting. But then we've got malicious envy. So rooted in resentment, bitterness. You want the other person to lose what they have so you can feel better. You know, it's not about getting the same thing as them. It's about bringing them down to where you are. Yeah. This kind of envy eats away at gratitude and self-worth and often comes from a deeper sense of inadequacy or powerlessness.
Yeah.
Is there a time where you remember feeling bitter because someone had something? Talk to me about it.
The audience won't know, but there's a guy called Luca Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Talented guy.
He is very talented.
Better voice than me. Better dancer than me. Better at, what's the other thing he does? Guitar. He's pretty good at guitar as well. Like,
very musically inclined.
yeah, so he's very musical and just like bodily fit, and he's a good looking guy as well. He looks good without a beard, which I'm also jealous of because I don't. If I shave this, I look like 12. It's just not a good look.
Maybe we should do that for one pod. We'll both shave our beards.
That would be so funny. It would also cost me my relationship.
Yeah, agreed, yeah.
Why I did this. The title of the video. But
how I ruined my relationship.
yeah.
How my relationship grew back in 90 days.
90 days? How long it takes?
Yes, it would take me ages to grow my beard back.
I was going to say it'd take me a month.
It'd take me a good 6 months.
If that. Mine just grows. Like, I already need to shave again. It's like it's getting. This is the turning point. The hair's already past the point.
Yeah, that
needs to get cut.
Needs to get sorted.
The beard is like on the turning point now. If it's like gonna get out of control.
No, mine tries to normally stay around this length, but then it just goes really wiry and like all over the place.
Mine's pretty wiry, but mine's dense, so I get away with it because it just hugs itself. It's like one unit.
Yeah, mine's not.
It's like a Lego.
Lego beard.
Yeah, it's one dread.
Do not get dreads.
I love dreads, man.
Comment below whether you think Will should get dreads, but in reality, Will should never get dreads.
I should, and each one will be dyed a different colour of the rainbow.
That would
and
look
pink.
Awful.
Pink's not in the rainbow, is it? No.
I don't know.
Red. Richard of York gave battle in vain. So you've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, purple. So it's not quite pink. There you go.
I didn't know that.
Richard of York.
And I didn't pay that much attention, so I'm never going to know it.
That's fine. Touch the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Money. Yeah, so you have maybe a malicious envy rooted in resentment and bitterness towards...
Yeah, it makes me feel so bad about myself.
Really? That's
like,
such a
really
shame.
bad about myself. It's horrible. Like, to the point where I put off making a short for like 4 hours.
Wow.
I was like, I can't sing that well, so why am I even trying? Genuinely, that was yesterday, day before.
And you didn't... When you felt that emotion, you didn't look at what you have versus what he has, and maybe that you're on different paths and they're different people?
No, because in my head, it's like... Okay, I've got all this, but still the public perception is, yeah, but he doesn't have that following. He's way better than you. It's like you might have a following, but you've just got that through gaming the system and just being as consistent as possible and all of the other stuff. And that's all throwaway stuff because I would trade all that in a second just to be that good at singing. It's my massive insecurity is singing. I'm not as good as I feel like I need to be. Like, I'm not a Tim Moyo. I'm not a Luca Murray. I'm not a Justin Bieber or other people of that same level.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to hang out in their world, and it just feels like I'm an imposter all the time.
Rather than making you say want to go and choose action of maybe getting singing lessons, I think you're a good singer. I'm not engaging in this sort of
Well, I did that before. I went singing lessons, and I did get better. But I know that I don't have the consistency to do the singing drills anymore, so it's like admitting defeat immediately.
Yeah, this is it. You're allowing the envy to almost become more powerful than the emotion of change, or the drive to change, I should say. So rather than looking and going, wow, like I love what he has, let's work towards it.
Don't get me wrong, I'm very supportive of him. I think he's absolutely killing it. Like,
absolutely.
So pleased for him.
Yeah, he is doing well. He is doing very well. So when I try and think about rooted in resentment or bitterness.
Yeah, you give us the last time you were bitter towards somebody because of their extraordinary skills or something they achieved or anything. Somebody at work or somebody in travelling. Is somebody travelling more than you right now and you hate them for it? So
I think there is one. It's not so much that I hate, it is I noticed this when I came across this environment, and I did feel a little bit, not bitter about it, but I was a bit like, oh man, that sucks. You know, like rather than being happy for you, I'm a bit like, that sucks. Yeah. And it says, obviously, you know, I worked for that summer camp for like 4 summers. I loved it. It was awesome.
In the States.
Big up 18439 Pennsylvania. Middle of nowhere. An hour away from Scranton, but you don't watch the US Office, so it's irrelevant for you.
I've watched a couple of seasons.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Soph doesn't like it, so I didn't get to watch it very often.
I think it's great.
But yeah, it's all right.
So, yeah, went there for four summers, loved it, really enjoyed it. At the time, it was never an opportunity to sort of produce anything from that because visas and whatnot. And when I went over to the States, a few weeks back, not even a month. There was one guy who's also done quite a few summers now, just after I'd been there, and yeah, he's now working for this year full time with them. And they've been able to get a visa, they've been able to sponsor him, all these kind of things. And rather than being like, you know, dude, that's awesome for you, I think you've done so well, I was a bit like, I would love that. You know, you're living with these people that I absolutely adore, because he's living in the house of the family that I went to visit. He gets to hang out in Athens, Georgia all the time, which is just an awesome place. It's a college town, so much to see and do, and college football every weekend, and then it goes into college basketball. And
do you reckon you'd be able to do that? Would you want to do that?
I would want to do it. Yes, I would definitely be interested in doing it, but I don't think now, because they offered, when I went over there, they did offer, oh, like, do you want to come back to camp this year? And I was like,
Could do.
I could do, but also it would mean leaving my job, because my job wouldn't let me take a secondment for, well, they probably would, but then I'd have to step down, and then I'd be taking a hit there. If this was up and running to the point where we were making parallel money, then I could do it, because we could just do a month of solid work.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you could survive once you're out there because that job's paying you enough to stay
yeah,
there.
that would pay me a fair bit to be out there.
Yeah, so you could do that now. You could live that life now.
But this wouldn't pay me when I get back.
This?
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You could just go out there permanently, is what I was saying.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to do that. What do you mean by permanently?
Like, get a visa and just live out there.
No.
No?
No, I wouldn't be able to work, because the visa... Unfortunately, the US have put a lockdown on visas anyway, currently. But it would mean that the camp would need to... They would have to employ me for the year, and they don't. They're really employing for summers. So I think they've really taken a risk on this person and see if it would work.
Right.
I could have that discussion with them, but then ultimately as well, that's me choosing that over this.
Yeah.
Because then how could I couldn't do both simultaneously.
It'd be difficult.
This is it.
We'd have to do like 3 months in advance.
This is it. It would be a case
Which
of I'd
means-
fly home just to, which I'm saying just to, would actually be a lot of fun. I came home for 3 weeks, and we're doing this every single day. That'd be awesome, you know? That's doing the thing. That would be the dream. But besides the point. So
that's
that was
what we're
where,
working towards. So I was just trying to shortcut you there.
Yeah, no, but I would love, maybe it's because I'm nervous. Maybe I talk about this big game of what I want it to be, but maybe I am actually nervous about the reality of it. But I would love to be in, so camp would be June. I'd love to be in June to the point where I could go away, work at the camp for 2 months, come back, and this is earning me enough money, and then
That'd be great.
we're in the goal. But I don't think we're going to be there.
No, we're not. That's why it would only work if you went out there permanently and you just wanted to live there. And we just did like 3 months in advance. Then you were coming back to see your family anyway. And we just hop on like 8 episodes a day.
Yeah, this is it. So it would be tough. There's definitely ways you could look at it, but that's a conversation for maybe off camera. But in terms of envy, that's definitely one that I felt where it was rooted in sort of bitterness. Because it's like, you know what?
I understand that.
Yeah, I would have loved that. So I think a big cause of envy in the world, and I know you know what I'm about to say, is social media.
Ooh.
And again, we will do an episode on social media, but I feel like that needs dedicated time and research to go into it rather than just talking about it.
Maybe multiple 2-hour episodes.
Yeah. Well, I don't like 2-hour episodes.
Do you not?
I like one.
What about people who have car journeys that are an hour and 45? They're not listening to our podcast. They'll have to change it.
They can change it. You don't go on your phone while you drive?
Never. That's so dangerous. When I drove to Yorkshire, I put on the 4-hour Chris Williamson and Alex Hormozy podcast. And when that podcast finished, me and Soph switched driving. And then I was able to change it. There you go.
Wow.
I'm a goody two shoes on the road.
You are. I'm impressed.
I only ever speed.
All the time.
All the time. And I always rev my engine. No, I don't. I'm just boring. I don't like cars.
No, me neither.
I will get a nice one one day, but
Ford F-150?
just because yeah. So
Ford
I spoke to my accountant about this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, because he said you can only really get full deductions with your tax if you get an electric vehicle, or you can do it with like vans because they're clearly for work. And I said, what about pickup trucks? And he said the government are changing that, so pickup trucks can't be work vehicles.
What?
It's like, what about tree surgeons? You see so many of them just driving around in pickup trucks. Like, yeah, you don't get the full deductions because of X,
So
Y,
you have
and
to
Z.
get an electric vehicle.
So I've got to get an electric one. should be like a Tesla or something.
Oh, Tesla would be cool.
I could get a Tesla, what's it called, Cybertruck.
Absolutely not. They look
awful. Horrific, don't they?
I've seen one.
They ruin the idea of the pickup truck just because of how they look.
Yeah.
You need an electric Ford F-150 for me to be able to use it in my company.
Yeah.
So I'd have to buy the F-150, ship it over to the UK, get it changed from left-hand drive to right-hand drive, and rip out the engine and put in an electric motor.
Yeah, not worth it.
It's like £1 million car at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no exciting car for me. 188,000 miles.
What a shame.
Yay.
Stick with your red Honda.
Honda?
Was it not? It's
Hyundai. Ferrari red, though. Makes it faster.
That 1 horsepower.
When my car was new, it had over 80 horses.
Good for you.
It's fast.
Okay.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Overtake any sort of mobility scooter.
Sure.
And unicyclists.
I
still get overtaken by proper cyclists, so I had to say unicyclists.
Yeah, to be fair.
We're talking about envy.
We are, but
And
it's going
jealousy.
off the rail, mates. Well, it's good because we need to get this episode.
Don't punch tables, Connor.
Hey, yeah.
I've told you about this before.
But we're talking about social media. So is social media real life?
I think it's an augmented life.
Tell me what you mean by that.
It's an exaggerated reality.
So you think people don't live authentically on social media?
No.
Why not?
I think it's deep rooted in the thing as children. It's like we're all told to smile when the camera's on. It's like, so how many people have posted a picture on social media of them like, this is just my face.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like...
Yeah.
And
so you think...
let me go on holiday and that's when I'll upload to social media. It's not like a daily practice for some people. It's like, I'm just going to upload my holiday.
Oh yeah, I rarely upload, to be honest, but I've uploaded twice in the last 2 weeks.
Because you're doing something that you can consider to be interesting.
Well, it's because no one wants to know that I woke up at 5 a.m, went to the gym, worked, and now I'm doing a podcast. No one cares.
I think you're wrong. I think people are interested in that just as much as the holiday. I think it's interesting because that shows, it gives me a model as to if I wanted to live my life that way. Now I've got an example.
Yeah, but this is then comes into the question, is social media real life, which you say is augmented real life.
Yeah, I think the people who have actually made the biggest social media channels have actually just done like, this is my day today. And it's just really simple stuff. But I think most people on social media think it's this hyper-inflated, augmented, exaggerated world where like, it's also girls who suck in their stomach for pictures and whatever. And then touch themselves up with Photoshop or whatever. It's like, you don't need to do that. You are you. It's like, who are you trying to impress? That'd be my, like, I don't get it.
I suppose they're trying to put out the best foot forwards, which is what social media is.
But
you want to be
you
received.
still are you at the end of it. You're lying to yourself more than anything.
Yeah, but if you've got a digital presence, and we all know how powerful our digital presence is now online, that if that is what people are first receiving you, they're more likely to receive you positively if you're deemed to be attractive by society's standards or performing to some level of society's standards.
This is another reason why I like uploading every day. Because if I was to like beautify my YouTube and it was just like, that would not be me in any way whatsoever. Like, the reality is I do forget to get my hair cut. If I only ever filmed just after I got my hair cut and uploaded that, whenever somebody saw me in real life and I had a beard and I had massive hair and like my clothes are just whatever was clean because I haven't done a wash, it's like, or I'm still wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday, like, that's me. That's who you're actually going to get. There's no like dramatic, I just love being me because it's so freeing. It's like, you can hate me, but that's fine because I have 400,000 people who don't mind me.
But then you've got people that are posting these days in their life where they're hyper optimized, and people then perceive that's exactly how they should be living their life.
So that's augmented as well.
Someone else's life, or they post pictures of their progress in the gym and go, "Oh wow, like maybe that's something I should be striving towards." That's super achievable to gain X amount of muscle and lose X amount of weight within 30 days. Like, social media can just expand and create room for fluff and people to impart their own insecurities in. It's a great place for people to just ruminate and get fed back the algorithm of what they want to see. So my next question for you is, should we use social media to navigate life? or is it a good way to help navigate life? What I mean by that is you can use social media in a positive light. You can use it to learn new recipes. You can learn it to learn new skills. You can learn it to learn a new language. There's so many benefits to social media, which would be a great way to navigate life because it would help you learn a new skill, learn a new language, understand a new passion. Whereas some people don't use social media to navigate life. If anything, the ideal we could ask for people is just a middle of the ground. I like your photos because you're my friend, and I like this person's photos because they're not my friend. But I like everything because that's what it is. But people don't. People then start trolling and editing, and my life's better than yours because I have X, Y, Z. So we can create this comparison culture, which is where the envy slides in. And most of the time, I'm going to say that the envy is not that admiration or that aspiration. It's going to come from a resentment or bitterness most of the time.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think social media is like a knife. As in, a knife can be used for positive things. It can be used for cooking, whittling.
It just made me laugh that was your second thing.
What else do you use a knife for?
Chopping.
That's cooking, is it not?
Chopping down wood.
Some sort of... That's more of an axe, though, is it not?
Yeah, many things.
Sawing. You can use a knife for sawing. If it's a serrated edge.
Grating.
Or you can use it for stabbing people and killing children.
Escalated quickly.
So that's the misuse of the internet comparison. It's like
it's
you have
misuse of a knife.
You would say, but would you say that you're misusing the internet then if you're typing up things that are just going to self-fulfill what you're thinking negatively about yourself? That's misuse of the internet.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
In all the ways you could navigate the internet, and that's the way people choose to.
I would say it's a perfect reflection of yourself, and if you don't like your algorithm, what you're really saying is you don't like you.
Yeah, absolutely. Your algorithm perfectly reflects you. Have you ever played the game with people where you swap Instagrams and you see what people's explore pages?
Boobs.
Is that what yours is?
My Instagram is all boobs. I tried to get out of it, so I just exclusively spent an hour a day for like 2 weeks just looking at tennis content.
You can also just hit, I don't want to see this.
But I'll be lying.
So mine is just gym content and snowboarding content and surfing content.
Some of mine's gym content.
And memes. There's lots of memes and vines and silly GIFs in there. There's the occasional podcast and stuff, but it really is.
Boobs. Ed Sheeran.
That's
feet.
Ridiculous. Wow.
Feet aren't interesting.
Yeah, so your explore page is a good representation of how you're using the internet.
I'll take a screenshot so I can put it on the thing. So
I'm curious of how you're using social media. I think
I don't really use Instagram. That's sort of part of the problem.
Oh, maybe what it is you're just using Instagram to open up the videos that we get sent in our group chat, and those are less than
that would be
stellar.
believable if I ever opened the group chat.
Rude.
Only when people say at will am I looking at that
you
chat
every time.
Yeah. Even if it like Steve, how are you feeling today? At will.
Yeah. We'll be like, why am I tagged in this? Shut up. Yeah, okay, so social media is a big cause of envy because it allows people to post whatever they want into the world, but
well, it'd be easy for me to be envious of Alex Hormozy. It's like he is a big business guy who knows a lot of stuff. It's like, that's unfair. I don't know a lot of stuff. Like, he's really muscly. That's unfair. I don't have muscles.
Well, you could get muscles.
Well, I could get knowledge to go and build a massive business.
This is it.
So this is the thing, right? So it would be easy for me to be like, Alex. Or I could just, use him as a source of information and inspiration to better my life. And that's what I choose to do. It's always better to be an optimist and like heading towards something. Have a goal, have some sort of movement in your life.
Yeah, I agree with that. But do you think the difference in those envies, like the benign and the malicious, do you think they're a choice? Or do you think that's just something that comes internally like, oh, no, that's how I feel?
I think people who are super envious in a negative way have a profound lack of evidence that they can achieve anything they put their mind to. I think if you hate somebody or feel angry because somebody else has achieved something, it comes from, like, I think you just need to do some small things that you can prove to yourself that you can do what you tell yourself to do. So I'm going to go to the gym 2 times this week, and I'm going to prove to myself what I can do 2 times. And then next week I'm going to say, right, well, I know I can do 2 times because I told myself to do that last week. I'm going to do it again this week. And suddenly I've been 4 days to the gym instead of none. And then after that, I'd be like, okay, well, Connor said that I should go to the gym 4 times a week. I know I can go 2 times a week, so that's not a problem. And then when I first started, that was 2 more than I was doing. So now I've just got to do 2 more than I'm doing now, and I'll do 4 a week. And I'll prove to myself I can do it 1 week, and the next week I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I know how to fit this into my schedule now, therefore I can do it. So I can ease it into my life and prove to myself this is something I set my mind to and I can do it.
Yeah, I agree that it's definitely a case of you should try and choose to use the envy in a positive light as an inspiration as opposed to just causing it resentment and bitterness. I would say it almost comes from a willing, conscious choice to not achieve your goals. You know, that's where I would say the envy comes from, because most of the times that for me where I feel envious is things that I feel like I haven't achieved.
But it's also like, if you see somebody achieve something, it's like, I hate that because I could never do that.
But do you really think that? Because sometimes I don't really get envious of things that I don't think I could do.
You know? Or it's, I could have done that.
Yes, exactly, yeah. I think I believe you only really get envious of things you believe that are in your realm of achievement or conception of what you would be able to.
Then why do people hate Elon Musk?
Do they hate him or are they envious of him? Because they're 2 different things.
Well, yeah. But I don't think... Well, I don't know. I think the only reason you would hate somebody that's more successful than you is because you're annoyed that you're not that successful, which is envy.
I see where you're coming from.
He's in a position to control the world. I hate that. It's not me talking, it's this hypothetical person. Yeah,
but maybe that is just a case of, rather than people being envious that they're not in that position, they're just scared that someone has that much power. That's why they hate them, because someone has that much power.
Okay, so does that apply on another level? Like, me with Luca Murray. It's like, am I scared that he is that much better than me?
No, but you're envious because his ability is something that you think that you could also achieve.
But it feels like a fear. It's like it feels like I've been exposed. It's like, this is real talent.
Maybe it shows. Maybe you feel fearful because it exposes something that you've maybe lacked or could have worked on.
Yeah.
You know, I get envious of people or feel fearful of people that have achieved something that I know I was capable of, but maybe chose not to do. You know, like, I'm envious of people that have learned and are now conversational in Spanish because I gave up doing that and I really want to be at that place, but I'm not.
When you go to Spain, do you pick it up a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do very well, but I'm still not able to hold
You couldn't just start a conversation with a stranger for no reason, yeah.
No, this is it. But anyway, so we're going into envy, but I do want to touch on one last thing before we go on to jealousy, which is we only ever see the outcomes and not the process. So my curiosity, my question is, do you think envy is a mirror? So I'll give you some scenarios where you think about it. So if you envy someone's discipline, maybe you value self-control, but you haven't built it yet. You envy someone's creative success. Maybe you've buried your own creative drive. You envy someone's confidence. Maybe you're longing for self-acceptance. So my question for you and the viewer, halfway through as well.
Insane.
Is envy a mirror? Leave yours in the comments. Will, you don't, because, you know, we're conversing.
Yeah, I am the comment.
You're here. I'll write it in the comments at the same time. You ready? Will said that envy is or is not a mirror.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Because it's what it's. Yeah, as I say, it's exposing you, isn't it? It's like, or it, but not to anyone else in particular. But it's exposing you to yourself. It's like, there's no reason. There's no rational reason why I couldn't have done that. It's just I haven't.
Yeah.
And it's even more annoying when it's not like you've learnt something else and become superior in something else. It's like, Luca's better at dance than me. But I'm the singer, so that's fine. Then he puts up a video of him doing singing. It's like, but he's better at dance and he's better at singing, and his videos are really good quality and they're edited well. Mine feel like they're botched together all the time and everything's just a guess. It's like so well done. It's like, okay, well that's just holding the mirror up to me, going like, okay, well if this is what I still see as a kid can do, then like, I need to really get better.
So you're using it as a mirror to understand where maybe you feel you've got shortcomings.
Yeah, literally. I did. So he was singing an R&B song because he can do all the nice vocal runs and showy shit. Later that day I did Angel Numbers by Chris Brown, and did one vocal run because that's all I was brave enough to do. So I was like, "There's no way I'm singing as good as that." So auto tune the hell out of it. Yeah, but. I'm very pleased for him. He's doing really well.
But it's holding up a mirror for somewhere where you could be working better. And I agree. I think envy is very much a mirror. If you see something that someone else has and you feel like you want it, chances are there's a reason for that and you've not worked or achieved to get to that point. Again, that's because I feel like I wouldn't get envious of someone that has something that I don't want. Like, I'm not envious of Elon Musk's position at Tesla because I don't want to be a CEO of a massive, huge company. I need to sneeze.
Do it! Sneeze!
And look at the light. Stop it.
Got him.
That didn't help. I ruined it. I was about to sneeze as well. But yeah, so envy.
That's the worst feeling ever.
I know. Why are you doing that?
What? No.
Dick. Yeah, so I think envy is a mirror. I'm just going to move past it. You don't deserve to hear my words, my thoughts, my mouth sounds. Jealousy.
Yes.
Let's talk about jealousy.
Let's do it.
So recapping, jealousy is fear of losing something you already have. Joke's on you, I have nothing.
No, you do. You've got an amazing physique.
Oh, I wouldn't call it amazing.
I am envious of your physique. I'm not
so.
Jealous of it because I don't have one to lose.
So I think jealousy really comes out more in relationships.
Yes.
Social, romantic, and also business as well, to be honest. So jealousy is an emotion born out of fear of loss, inadequacy, being replaced. So jealousy will show up majority of times in relationships, friendships, and work. Relationships, fear when your partner might find someone better. Have you ever experienced that?
Yep.
Talk to me about that.
I mean, Soph's not going to cheat. That's the first thing that I'll say. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But she's not going to cheat. She's got a lot of close work friends, just normally close, not extremely close or anything. But like, she messages them, and I'm like, who are we messaging here then? And then she got that screen protector that's like, you can't see from an angle. So now I can't even subtly look. It's like, I've got to be like...
Why do you feel the need to look?
I don't know. Like, I don't look all the time. It's... I think I'm just curious.
Interesting.
Like, because it's like, it's not just... It's...
And that bothers you?
I was like, what's so in depth? Like, what are you describing?
Interesting.
Like, that's a voice note. That's not. See, you don't type that.
When it comes to relationships, I'm not a jealous person. Not because. So my lack of jealousy comes from a complete and utter trust of the person I'm with. You know, if I'm with someone, they have my full 100% trust, without a doubt. They have my trust. Like, and if I don't have trust, I won't be with them because a relationship will not last without trust. That's just categorically. And then I do have this overwhelming sense of belief that if someone wants to be with me, even though I do have this overwhelming sense of self-worth and this battle that I'm going on with, but if someone wants to be with me, they want to be with me.
If they don't, then they'll just cheat, and that's happened.
This is it.
That you can do to stop it.
This is it. If they don't want to be with me, they won't be with me.
Yeah.
So for me, jealousy is not really an emotion I feel. I have experienced it, sure, absolutely, but I've also been very lucky and been with mostly faithful people that have made me feel safe and secure.
Mostly faithful.
When you're younger, there's people that you're kind of like, is there a grey area? Were we not? Like, let's maybe not dig at this because it's probably better to not. But yeah, for me, I struggle to empathise with what you're experiencing there with Soph.
I mean, it's not a deep fear.
No.
Like, it's just it's curiosity. But like, if she's gonna go hang out with friends, like, go for it, live your life. You know, like, if you're messaging, I don't care, like, live your life. It's that's my. I'm very easygoing, really.
Just when she's messaging.
Yeah, but I said that because of an example, because it is something I've done, but I've made that sound like I do it all the time. It's like very rare.
No, I get that, absolutely. And I think jealousy can also...
Because you've got to be comfortable. Like, if you can't be a slob in your relationship, then you're not doing it right. It's like...
You can't fart in front of each other.
Yeah, exactly. So we have competitions. Guess my fart. Have you ever played that?
No.
You've got a fart going on, you go, guess my fart, the other person goes, and then you try and make the same fart sound. Have you not done that with your partner? No. It's good fun. I'd give it a go.
I've never done that.
Do it with your mum as well. I've done that.
I would rather not.
Guess my fart. What's quite odd. That's really difficult to do, that one.
I'm not playing that.
No, it's a good game.
Not playing Guess My Fart.
It's great.
You weirdo.
You're missing out. You'll try it. When you get wifed up, you're going to be like...
When?
Babe.
If.
No, when?
I don't know.
You've only got, as I said, 6 months before you're married.
You're wrong,
You're
mate.
so
it's
adamant.
Not gonna happen.
You're so adamant, honestly. You're so dangerously close to getting married.
No,
and you have
good.
no idea.
I mean, I've been single for...
Ever. And...
What are we now? A year and a half.
Yeah.
And I've maybe interacted with 2 girls.
Nice.
That I'm like, maybe.
That's good for you.
This is what I'm saying. So, like, I'm not gonna be... Yeah.
Is it easier to get in a relationship when you're younger or when you're middle-aged?
Younger. Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because you have less understanding of the actual depth that comes with it, and you grow together with that person. Whereas when you're older, you're looking and going, well, I've done a lot of my work, and I don't want to get with someone that hasn't done theirs, because I'm not spending the next however many years with someone.
Do you not think you can help them grow and shape?
But it's also not my job.
No, but you can, like, you want
help,
to go on that
absolutely.
journey with them, sure.
Of course, if they're willing to go on that journey. But people say they want to go on that journey, but are they going to go on that journey?
Just pick people that aren't broken.
Yeah, this is it. But then you've got to invest and get to know people, and then you become pickier because you understand your self-worth and your emotions a lot better. And you also know what you want and what you don't want. And you also become very comfortable with yourself, that sacrificing that becomes very difficult. And also, you want a certain type of living. You want someone that ideas match with you. And then you've got sort of religious backgrounds and stuff. So there's a lot more... Income.
Big one.
Yeah, this is
I don't want to be taking on no slobs. You got to be working if you're going to live in my house.
You want a working girl, do you?
Yeah, for sure. I want to be the stay-at-home dad that hires a cleaner and does all the housework, but I just sit and get to occasionally look after the baby when the nanny's not doing it.
How many nannies are you going to get?
As many as I'm allowed.
1, maybe.
Yeah, but a medium one. There's a joke in Big Bang Theory. It's like, but we'll need to get a nanny, but we can't get an attractive one because it will ruin the marriage. But then we can't get an ugly one because it will scare the kid.
Same Big Bang Theory. Don't they have in How I Met Your Mother as well? It's like they
something
want
like that,
yeah. Dibs on the nanny. Anyway, so jealousy in friendships, when attention shifts or someone new enters the circle. Have you experienced jealousy within friendships? Maybe not. When I was younger, I think I did. Because friendships at that time for me felt very like young and fleeting, and I didn't feel very safe within my friendships, so I often felt like I had to perform and try and be someone else. So when someone new came in, I was like, oh my god, like they're going to be the new cool person, they're going to take away from me, they're going to realize that I shouldn't be hanging out with these people. So I definitely felt very jealous at times that people would come into friendship groups and steal people away from me.
I feel like up until April or May, I still felt like I had to perform or be the funny one in our friendship group.
Really? What changed?
YouTube blew up, and I realised that I'm cool now. So it's fine.
I've made it. You guys don't matter.
No, but
I've made it.
It's like I can sit back and I know I have some sort of value.
And you didn't know that before?
No, I really don't.
That's a
didn't
shame.
feel like it. I was
That's
like,
a real shame.
everything that I've learned and everything I tell everyone about is all unproven. I hated that with an absolute passion. So I had to give myself some other sort of reason for people to want to hang around with me in my mind. So it was like, then when YouTube blew up, it's like, now I've got a safe topic I can talk about with evidence that I know what I'm saying.
It's a shame that you felt like that, because we liked hanging out with you for you rather than the evidence that you could bring that you had succeeded in life. Because ultimately, none of us have succeeded in life. We had this discussion on the way to Yummy Noodle yesterday, like how many in the friendship group are still single, and
yeah, but success is measured in different ways, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wouldn't say I've succeeded in relationships because I'm not married and I don't have kids.
I mean, you're in a successful relationship.
Thus far.
You have someone that loves and cares for you. You live with that person.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's someone that doesn't have a relationship.
Yeah. I don't know.
And with
I feel like I haven't.
Friendship groups that have never had a relationship.
But I feel like I don't feel like I can comment on it because I haven't finished the relationship journey. The finishing the relationship journey is you get married and you have a kid, and like that's set.
The relationship journey is constant. It doesn't just end once you get married and have kids.
No, it's like the YouTube journey. That didn't end as soon as I hit 100k subs, but
This
it let
is
me
it.
speak from a position of no, I know what the journey is now all the way through.
But you can
rather
speak
than
that
just-
from now as well, because you already have lived so many experiences with this person that you can impart wisdom on someone that hasn't.
Yeah, maybe. But you've had longer, like some of your relationships have been longer than this
How
one.
long have you and Soph been together?
Officially like 2 years, but we've been hanging out, basically dating for 3.
Yeah,
So you have just as much, if not more, because you've done 3-year relationships more than once. So
I've done 2 3-year relationships.
yeah, there you go. So it's like,
And that's where they
know,
seem
well,
to
you-
cut off. That's the cut-off point.
you've got double the experience that I do. So I would say that you have more experience in relationships than I do that is actually tangible and usable.
But is time more valuable, or is quality more important?
I've only got time.
You haven't got quality.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we should speak softly, quiet, so listen.
Should be asleep, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is everyone else watching this podcast?
Do you think there's people watching this podcast?
No, me. I'm watching it on YouTube and then again on Spotify to get the views.
You've put this on while you're asleep. You stream it at night.
I don't do that.
Do we have some streams on Spotify, don't we?
We do.
We're
mate.
doing okay.
I can't believe that. It's come out of nowhere. And our new one's probably gone live as well at
Let's
7.
go.
So let's see what we have. 14 plays, and they're definitely not all me, but only one follower, which is me.
That's fine.
But yeah, dude, like...
They'll just get better and better as well.
Yeah, they will, because we've got better and better. We might have peaked. I'm fearful that we might have peaked. But that's
I reckon we peaked on the podcast on Fear.
You think?
Well, it's the best one. It's got the most views. Everything's gone
true.
downhill since then. But I feel like we're getting... Like, part of the impressiveness of doing a podcast is the consistency.
Yeah.
To me. It's like, I'm not counting views or anything really at this point. Obviously, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs and get monetized. But other than that, I'm trying to look at how many uploads can we get to? Like, on a consistent basis, how can we do that? And can we get to episode 1,000? Can we get to episode... You know, we could even, because we're so set in our schedule right now, we could work out when episode 1,000 would be.
That's cool, yeah.
Like, if we're doing, 104 a year?
Yeah.
So it's like 10 years.
Oh, God.
9 years. It's like, but that's cool. Like, I'm excited for that. It's like that.
I'll be
Truly.
39 when we've done that.
Yes, but you'll also be a multi-millionaire.
You bet.
Guaranteed.
That means if I'm not, you got to pay me.
$1 million.
Okay, bet.
I'll put $1 million on it.
Okay.
Nice. Done.
Look forward to it. You're all watching.
You're all watching.
I mean, we just got a 1 of 10 on our latest pod. Because
Did
we
we?
got 3 views in the first 50 minutes.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
10 out
go
of 10.
us.
But yeah, so, and then we got jealousy in terms of work. So a scenario I got down here, which is when a colleague's success feels like it threatens your place. Have you ever experienced that? Maybe in the world of YouTube, where someone else is doing better than you and it threatens maybe where you might be able to perform.
It doesn't threaten me on YouTube. It threatened me at the tennis club.
Okay.
When this is when I originally worked at the original tennis club. It was like I noticed some other coaches were getting some more opportunities and being asked to do some stuff extra to what I was being asked for, and I was offering, but I just wasn't getting. I chosen to try. I was like, but stuff, but I want to. And I convinced myself that age had something to do with it because they were like in the academic year above me, and it probably did. But even so, I was like, but I can do everything that they can do.
Yeah.
It's like, I know how to run a session. You've literally let me run a summer camp, and I'm 14.
I think that's where the jealousy comes from, though, isn't it? That, especially in this regard, is you know that you can do the thing as well.
Yeah.
So it almost feels a little unfair, a little unjust, because you're like, well, I can do this too. Why is this person getting it? You know?
That's why I don't get it with YouTube, because YouTube perfectly reflects how good you actually are. It's like our podcasts aren't at the same level as Chris Williamson, so it's unreasonable for us to expect them to perform the same on a consistent basis as Chris Williamson. It's like, it's just stupid. If you're angry because you're not performing at the best possible position straight away, it's like, you're just an idiot. You're going into it with complete ignorance.
Do you ever think we'll overtake some of the big podcasts?
I'd like to think we can get into the top 100 of podcasts, not of YouTube channels.
No,
I think we'll probably be able to get into the top 1,000 YouTube channels.
Wow.
I think. Well, as it stands currently, I reckon we'll get over 4 mil subs on this channel.
Really?
Yeah. I think we can do that. I think my channel maybe. It all depends on how it goes, but I'd like to think I can get to the top 500 channels.
That'd be unreal.
10 million subs.
Damn. Well, let's see. Only time will tell, William. So then we got jealousy. We kind of broken them down here for you. Normal jealousy, so rooted in care and connection, because there's an element of jealousy which is arguably a little bit healthy, you know, like I'm going to be jealous that my girl's talking to this other guy because
he's better looking.
Well, no, not that. Because
like when you talk to Soph in the kitchen, it's like, this is all going to go terribly wrong. It's like, what have I done? I've just invited the better looking guy into my house.
You're an idiot.
It's like, this is nuts.
You're an idiot. You've never got to worry about that.
Yeah, well, no, because you like people who are attractive.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Joking, babe, I love you. Obviously, it's all jokes. It's for the podcast. This is entertainment.
Is it?
Technically, well, I section it in the category as education, but I think that's gone out the window.
Yeah, no, so there is a little bit of jealousy which is healthy and somewhat normal, because if Sophie's a little bit jealous that you're talking to someone else, you can see that she cares. You can see she wants to.
Like when I'm playing pub gigs, or when I was playing at Joy Bar.
Did she get jealous then?
Yeah, because our girls come up to me literally asking me out.
Okay,
she was invited to just watch the gig, and she was sat right in front of me, and girls were like, "Hi, can I just ask, like, is he your boyfriend or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of talking to him, but we weren't actually going out. But like, I wouldn't have gone with anyone else anyway."
So say Soph didn't care about that, you would be a little bit like, oh.
I would have just said no to the girls. Like,
yeah, but that's irrelevant. The conversation you with the girls, if Soph was a bit like, oh, you know, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You'd be a bit like, oh.
You don't
well,
care?
maybe I'm going to say yes because you clearly don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't have believed it. Like, of course you care. Nobody else is just sitting in a bar for 3 hours on a Thursday night until midnight.
Yeah, true.
Like,
good point.
Your actions speak louder than words.
But it just signals that something matters to you, really, doesn't it? And that's, I guess, a little bit like, I know I said earlier I don't really get jealous. That's a little bit of jealousy that I will experience. Is that like, you know, I care about this person. This guy's talking to her, and maybe he's better looking than me. Maybe he's a little bit funnier than me. And ultimately, you need to be the funny guy. It doesn't matter how good looking you are. You just need to be funny.
That's it.
Funny looking. Oh!
Self
5.
Who behind me? Nobody. Cool.
And then you got suspicious jealousy. I don't know why I struggled with that.
Suspicious. My precious.
Suddenly become Gollum.
Don't enter the mountain.
What is that?
No, is there not a mountain in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, there is, but I don't think Gollum ever says don't
No?
enter the mountain.
I don't know.
Please enter me.
That was the mountain talking back.
I'm in a river.
So that type of jealousy is triggered by insecurity or overthinking. It involves assumptions, checking phones, subtle control, reflects internal fears rather than external threats. So involves assumptions. I'm struggling with words because we're getting too close to the end. Assumptions for the suspicious jealousy. You can put that in the clip at
Top
the
work,
beginning.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, involves assumptions. So, oh, you were talking to that girl, weren't you?
And just assuming the worst.
Yep, this is it. Oh, you were flirting with her, weren't you? I saw you talking to her. When you got you drink, you were chatting with that bartender, weren't you? Yes.
You wore that top that you know I like. No, okay, that's just me. This is something Sophie always says. It's that I don't dress up nice for her or smell nice for her. I always do it when I go out for a gig or whatever, or go to an open mic night. I'll put on an aftershave and I'll put on deodorant and I'll wear jeans instead of joggers, things like that.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, well, you don't do that for me at home. Like, what's going on there? Why are you dressing up to go to them sheesh, but you're not dressing up like, for just our little dates or whatever? So, yeah, that's one.
Do you think you could start dressing up for when you go out on your little dates?
Could do. I mean, I did when I went to Tully's.
We've always got to add in fluff time.
That's the best time.
I love a good fluffing.
Love a bit of fluff. Makes you want to go, BAM! Fluff!
Tully's, you dressed up there?
Yeah, dressed up for Tully's, wore a nice outfit, wore my boots, my Timberland boots.
Oh, damn, your Tims.
Yeah, well, they're not Timberlands, they're technically Clarks, but
why would you ever get a name brand, right?
Well, yeah, but I preferred them to all the Timberlands that I looked at. I spent literally like 3-4 months looking for a nice pair of boots that I liked, and I just happened to be in Brighton and walked past Clarks and saw these boots. And I was like, first of all, are they for guys? Because I looked at a few boots, and I was like, oh, I really like them, and then worked out they're women's. Yeah. So yeah, they were, and they fit the description of exactly what I've been looking for. So I got them.
Okay. Nice.
I've worn them 8 times now.
Very
in
nice.
3 years.
And then you got pathological jealousy.
Ooh.
Obsessive, accusatory, controlling are the
What a
words I
word.
had. Yeah, right.
Accusatory.
Oh, I accuse you.
Ooh, how accusatory
J'accuse.
of you.
I know. Linked to anxiety, trauma, or attachment wounds, and then it can destroy trust. So ultimately, as we mentioned earlier, trust is the thing that relationships thrive on. No relationship can survive without trust.
No, and it makes the other person just walk on eggshells all the time, so it's not a nice relationship to be in at that point either.
Yeah, I also feel like it's somewhat self-deprecating and a circle down as well, because it almost then becomes irrelevant whether you're actually doing the things or not that the person has said you're doing. It's just they've convinced themselves that you are, and no matter how much you say you're not, they're never going to believe you because the trust is gone.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're just hitting your head against a wall, and you're not going to get anywhere. At that point, it's like, wash my hands of it. See you later, you crazy bitch. I'm out.
Yeah, and that's the intro.
Yeah, absolutely, as it should be. Wash my hands of it. You crazy. But yeah, so have you
Smile
ever
and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
have you ever experienced that level of jealousy?
No.
No. Do you think it's something you are capable of?
I can't. No, I can't be bothered. What?
So much energy to feel.
I don't like confrontation really. Anyway, let alone just creating some because what? I'm bored. Like I don't get.
I
bored.
know, because you feel like the person's being unfaithful, for instance.
No, it'll come out in the wash. It's fine.
It'll come out in the wash.
Yeah, like they will either be cheating or they won't be cheating. But until I know for sure that there's no point in...
But I suppose that's because then it does come down to, say, like, trauma. If someone's been cheated on before, they're then going to be so cautious of that environment.
I'm pretty sure I was cheated on in my last relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that not difficult for you?
Yeah. But there wasn't...
Do you think that may be where some level of insecurity comes from with you and Soph?
It could be, although what that did teach me, like, because everything sort of fell apart at the same time. I stopped being an accountant and I lost my relationship. It was like, I got to have a full person reset. It was actually really good for me. But I was like, okay, I don't like the person I was. Like, it just didn't feel like me. I couldn't be myself. And I didn't know how much of that was down to the relationship and how much of that was down to just being in the corporate world. It's not me. So it's like, I got to just completely redesign it. So I was like, right, well, things just don't bother me anymore because I didn't like how stressed I got. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm now the chill guy, I prefer that actually it's more fun. So it's like, well, that then rolls forward into my relationship. It's like, I know, like, the healthy way to be is just like, you do you, like, live your life and I'll live my life, and we're two people on parallel journeys and we can support each other on our journeys. But if we spend too much time together, then everything just explodes. And if we go too far away, then we drift apart. It's like,
I think there's also a curious element of relationships as well, where you have to show that you have that. Maybe not always, every relationship's slightly different, but some relationships the other person needs to know that you care, and you need that little bit
you've
of
got
crazy,
to show a little bit.
that little bit of bite back, that little bit of argument, that little bit of confrontation.
Yeah.
Something I struggle with. I am also the chill guy. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've heard someone say, Connor's just so laid back, it's so easygoing. I'm like, sure.
Public facing, I'm chill.
Yes, absolutely.
Behind closed doors, I'm ripping my hair out.
Absolutely. About you.
Lovely van.
Exactly, yes. Well, we're going to throw it back to the beginning of the episode.
Nice.
When was the last time you felt envious of someone else? I think we might have answered this, but because everyone's left their comments of what they last felt envious of, we also need to share.
Yeah, it's probably the probably the Luca incident. Is just a very talented young guy, but also there's a YouTuber called Italian Batch.
I think I've heard that.
He's just hit 1 million subscribers. It's like, I don't think you're much better than me at making content. I think he's got a much better personality than me. That's important. But I feel like in terms of videos, like I can make those videos. It's like, and you've just hit 1 million subs. So I just want to do that. But like, that was a little bit of...
And my caveat question to that is it going to be the inspirational or is it going to be the...
Oh, inspiration. It's always inspiration. It's
nice.
Like, this would be the end of Will Taylor as a thing if I just start hating people who are better than me, because there's always somebody better than you at something.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. And when was the last time you felt jealousy?
I don't really get jealous.
No? Okay.
What about you? When was the last time you were envious?
Envious, I think, was, when I was in the States, that I was like, you know what? This person's living a really cool life, and I wish that was available to me when I was at that time of my life. Last time I felt jealousy? That's a good question. I have to think back, to be honest, a little bit more. Scared someone's going to take away something I have. Probably near the end of the relationship. I know exactly when it was, and I'm going to open up, and I don't like this. Let's hope this person never watches it. Near the end of our previous relationship, she got very close, not with a guy, but with her now best friend, and I was extremely jealous because I was like, you know, you're spending so much time with this person, like, I'm just not ever seeing you now, and like, you're connected with this person. It's just, and to be fair, they're best friends. They get on like a house on fire, and it seems like a really healthy, good friendship, and I'm really glad that they've had that friendship, because friendship is super important, but it hurt, and I was extremely jealous of that.
I think people forget guys need some attention sometimes as well.
Yes, I mean, the comments where guys are like, oh, I got one compliment, it lasted me the year, is so true. Like, guys get complimented and supported so infrequently that it can last. Like, I told you that girl I was speaking to in the States, she called me magnetic when she first met me.
That's a compliment.
That, I was like, holy shit. Like, I've been riding that high ever since, because I've had some nice compliments.
I'm not just a dude, I'm a magnet.
But yeah, like, I've had some nice compliments in my life, but that, I was like, wow, that's awesome.
It's when the compliment is not asked for in any sort of way. Like, you haven't given them one first and then they've just responded. It's like a compliment out of the blue. And then if it completely hits home in wherever you're feeling most insecure in that moment, is like, they just hit the best.
Yeah, I agree. But Will, we're at time. I have written down my words. I'm feeling confident today because I think I'm not going to say anything because I've been trying to subtly get it in your mind all lesson.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
No, okay.
But I've wrote down my word.
It's going to be a fruit. I know it's a fruit.
Okay.
It's one of three. So am I allowed to just... Can I just place 3 guesses and you tell me if any of them are right?
I don't think any of them are going to be right, but yeah.
Okay. Kiwi.
No.
Grapefruit.
No.
Pineapple.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Cucumber.
Oh!
So close! I'm getting better.
Fruit threw me off.
Oh, sorry, that was an awful handshake. That's better. I could feel your webbing.
Was a little bit better.
I'm not gonna do that.
That was good fun. I enjoyed that one.